What's going on, everybody? Your host AMF 1534 here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more GTA. I've been trying to mix up with these intros a little bit the last couple of days, and I'm going to go right ahead and say that we've had 2 consecutive strikeouts. So, you know, it doesn't really matter, though. We're back playing some more GTA San Andreas. And if my counting skills are intact and have not indeed been left in 1994, then we are sitting firmly on Volume 7 of our Gone in 20-ish minutes segment. And if I also remember correctly, we have only 2 vehicles left on this second list of cars. Oh boy. And so if we can pull this off, it's going to be awesome. We have to go to an area that we've never been to before, though. And so I don't know how well this is going to go. But if it goes good, or if it goes well, then it's going to be super tight, and we can start up list number 3, and everything's going to be really good. I'm not going to sit here and be upset with my life, just as long as I don't flip this car over in the process. And the best part is, if we take this route right here, we're going to be able to just hit up this little train track and just follow it all the way. Like, it's going to take us all the way to where we need to go. It's going to take a couple of minutes, but we're going to get there. So, I mean, time to go! But, contrary to what they said in the Cartel song, this is not Goodbye, She Said. Because, you know, that is a very good song. I love Cartel. I actually had a friend that did some backup drumming for them at one point. Like, they had him do like an audition with them and everything, and they actually had him do a couple of live shows with them. It's pretty cool. But I haven't actually talked to that guy in like probably like 6 or 7 years now. I wonder what he's doing. I wonder if he's still doing that or not. Who's to know? Oh, dude, I had something gross happen today. So, and this is something that anybody can totally relate with. So you know what's really disgusting is when like people have just insanely bad BO. And it's almost like they try to like intentionally not acknowledge the fact that they know it's bad. Like for me, if I've been, you know, out and I like didn't shower or something, or you know I'm just like feeling exceptionally ripe on the vine that day, you know what I'm getting at, and like I know I've got BO, like I'm gonna try my damn hardest to try to conceal that from the world, because that is a certain smell that, like, it's so awkwardly gross. Like, for some people it's not as bad as others, but there are some people, dude, that I'm telling, it smells like someone took, like, hot charcoal and mixed it with just, like, old vinegar and moldy beer. Like, that's just kind of the smell that I think of when it's really bad on people. And there was this guy that came in today, and, like, as soon as he came in, you could just, like, you could automatically smell it, and, like, you know it's bad when you can smell it and the front door is like 15 feet away from the counter. So that's not a good sign. Not at all. And this guy just so happened to be one of those dudes that was like, when he was like trying to explain stuff, like he's kind of like me in a way. Like he likes to talk, like he likes to wow, dude, look at that. Holy crap, look at that sunset. That's freaking crazy. Man, that looks like cotton candy, and we got out of the way of that train just in time. But he likes to talk, like, visually. Like, he likes to, like, use, like, you know, ambient hand movements and all that stuff. Prickle Pine kind of reminds me of Brickleberry, which I never saw that show, but I heard it was really good. Or, not necessarily really good, but I heard, like, really funny, at least. Oh, there's another Slam van right there. Huh, how about that? Oh, that's definitely a cheetah right there. I'm pretty sure that's one right there. If not, then at least we get to find out what it is. Okay, it may not be a cheetah, but it's definitely something. Oh, that's the cheetah right there. There it goes, right there. Yeah, so that's a Super G. That's just a red version of the one that we were driving out here. Come back to me, Mr. Cheetah! I know that there's totally one, like, just parked over here somewhere, but we're going to take the high road here and steal this guy's very expensive car. And we're going to try very hard not to totally ding it up. Okay, we're good. Okay, man, all these houses are nice. I mean, man, that's nice housing right there. Right next to a train track, though. What the hell is that? What's that little emblem right there? this weird horseshoe. What is this? That's just a thing. That's just totally a thing. Alright, I did not realize that we had hidden horseshoe emblems hanging around. But I guess we do. So now we know, and no one's half the battle. G.I. Joe, American hero, take off your pants and get ready for the rodeo, you know. But yeah, it's this guy, he's like coming up and he's trying to ask us about all these things. And he's sitting here talking, and like every time he's got to explain something, he's got to like lean to the side like he's doing the Hulk Hogan, like, you know, lean to one side, do the hand to the ear thing. And like every time he does it, he's got to lift his arm up, and dude, it was like cartoon bad, like when something smells really bad and like you lift your armpit and you got like those green waves. And that's like the classic signification of odor, like really bad odor. Like that's what it was. Like every time he did it, I was like, oh god. Oh jeez, okay, woo! Man, that guy was on a mission. Either he really needed to get that truck full of apples to the market, or he was just ready to commit, you know, suicide, or homicide, or whatever, or maybe just going for that double kill. If he had somebody else in the front seat, it wouldn't have been a double kill otherwise. It would have just been a murder-suicide instead. But oh, dude, it was so bad. And like this guy was just like, he was like 50 flavors of nuts, man. He was crazy. I wasn't talking about 50 flavors of balls. Like, he wasn't just like 50 different types of ball sack skin. That would have been pretty gross. But yeah, he was pretty weird, man. He was sitting there talking about like his electrolytes were all off and stuff, and so we were trying to get him some stuff. He was like totally convinced that his body's pH was off, which I'm sure probably was. Usually people that drink alcohol a lot usually are pretty acidic in their bodies. But like my brother's talking to him, and he's trying to tell him that, you know, maybe it's not really that your body's pH level's off. Maybe it's the fact that like your body's not breaking down your food properly, so maybe your enzyme count is low. And he looks over at him and he's like, I see what you did there. He's like, what? He's like, you see it's all about the way that you said it, man. See, you could have said it a certain way, but what you did is you said it all fancy, like kind of like you're trying to be like a doctor or something. But you see, you know, if you would have said it like this instead, then I would have totally understood it, and then it wouldn't have been weird. And he's like, actually, all I was saying is that you need to digest your food better. He's like, oh, see, that's totally what I was talking about. Like, that's exactly what I meant from the very beginning. And he's just like, all right, what the hell's wrong with this guy? There's just people, like, they talk really weird. And just like the idea that, like, pretty much everything that either I or my brother told this guy was apparently exactly what he was thinking the whole time, even though nothing that he ever told us really matched up with that type of story. It was just weird. And not to mention that his BO was like making me go insane. Like I had to get out of there just to get away from him. And so later, like he bought some stuff and he left, but then he comes back a little bit later while my brother was in the back room, and so I was like, shit, man, I gotta deal with this dude. And I was on my lunch too. And he comes back in, and apparently he was gonna buy some pH strips, but he didn't get them when he was in, so he wanted me to show some to him. And so I take him over to that area and I show him where our pH strips are at. And so, wait a minute. Oh, that was weird. The freaking Xbox Red Ring wasn't there. That was, holy crap, 105,000. Holy geschmoigity. That's a lot of quiche right there. Speaking of quiche, one of our old managers at our store, before she just like up and walked out one day and quit her job working for us, she totally said she was gonna make me some quiche, and she said it would have been the best quiche I ever had. And now I'm kind of upset because she hasn't worked for us in like 5 years now, and I never got that quiche, so I'm kind of upset about that. I mean, dude, quiche Lorraine is the spot. I love that stuff. I love eggs, I love cheese, and I love, you know, certain assortments of veggies to go along with that type of thing. So, you know, if you never had quiche before, just do it, you know. Take my words as fact, because I would never steer you wrong unless I totally did, which is something that I've done quite often in my life. So yeah, definitely proceed with caution. You know, at least wear an ace bandage before you go in for action. So if I would have known just to take the Cranberry Station going to this tunnel, I wouldn't have gone through that weird process of, you know, driving over the grassy knoll trying to plop down on this thing. This is it's a way better way of doing it. And if we can do this quickly enough, I mean, we're already sitting, you know, halfway through this. We may be able to get one car off of list 3. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it or not, but we'll try. But back to this. So he's like, all right, so how do these pH strips work? He's like, I'm looking on the box of one of these, and he's like, what exactly does the term in vitro? He's like, is it inviting me to do it? I was like, in vitro? He's like, oh, that's how you say it. He's like, well, what does it mean? Does that mean that I'm supposed to? He's like, these things test urine, right? I was like, yes. Like, that is correct, or saliva. He's like, okay, so. He's like, so does the word in vitro mean that I'm supposed to take the piece of paper and put it inside the hole? I was like, no, that's totally what was that? Dude, that was weird. What happened? Where's that other truck at? What in the world? Oh my, the cake is a lie. Both of those semis were just rolling, you know, what in the hell? That was weird. Those things were both... Oh, it's happening again! I'll save you! Oh, it actually registers that it's there. Dude, this is freaking weird. Why are they doing that? Like, they're going up to this they're going up, you know, to the underpass of this thing, and then they're like popping a wheelie. And then that guy's just stuck in there. I don't even know. I mean, how does one even, like... Oh, and he's gone. What kind of sorcery is this? Are these like ghost semis or something? Like, am I just like totally... Man. I mean, Carl has been driving out pretty quick out here in the desert. Maybe he's just starting to see things. Maybe hallucinogens are starting to be a real thing. Maybe when he was in wherever the crap this new zone is, maybe that lovely, lovely plum-colored sky with the cotton candy clouds, maybe there was like some sort of hallucinogen powder in the air or something. So, man, that was weird. But yeah, dude, the guy totally asked if you took the pH strips and you put them like inside of your freaking fire hose, and I was like, no, that is absolutely not how you use those. Like, not even close. He's like, well, wait a minute. So how does it work? I was like, you just pee on them. Like, it's either that or you can, you know, put your saliva on them instead, which is way easier than both of them. That way you're not just like peeing on your hands or what have you. Because, you know, it's not like there's going to be people that have like that good of aim that you're going to be able to just be like, I'll just, you know, and not, you know, start dribbling the clock out all over yourself, because that'd be just disgusting. But yeah, that's the first time I've ever had somebody ask if you put pH strips inside of your freaking Dr. McGillicuddy there. I couldn't believe it when I heard that. Yeah, that was something else. And then he put his arm up to, you know, put that thing on the counter, and I got another whiff of the south wind again, and I just about vomited myself into a coma. Okay, so we're gotta be getting close here. So, all right, we need to get out of this thing. We'll go pop right over here. Now, oh, dude, damn, I need that. That is the coolest basketball hoop I've ever seen. And I've got to imagine that, dude, I feel like the Beverly Hillbillies would be people that would live here. Only people like those guys would be the type of people that would have an American flag basketball hoop. That's the only way. There's no other way that could possibly be. Okay, so where are we here? What's going on? So, okay, we're not that far away, but we do need to go over this way. Julius Thruway North, huh? Okay, so it's not far away. It's like right up in this area. Okay. Could it be? Alright. Now, let's see where we're at. So, that's right there. So, we're actually very close. It's right here. We gonna get it! We gonna get it! Alright, so it's just in like a storage unit. Hey, look at one of these again. Oh, really? I actually have to get off of this thing? Come on, man. I mean, at least we're getting horseshoes. I feel like I live in San Antonio right now or something. Got all these, like, kind of like Pueblo-style houses. Ow! That was messed up. Oh, it's a car wash. We're working at the car wash. Bam, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so where is this vehicle, by chance? I feel like I've... Oh, so, yeah, it's supposed to be right here. So, okay, oh, it's over here. Wow, that is the smallest church I've ever seen. That thing is tiny. What in the... Right next to a discount welding store. Oh, dang, roses, though? Ah, so that's how you do it. That's how you get on their good side, if you know what I'm saying. And by good side, I mean the best side. The only side that is, you know, fit for consumption. Where is this thing at? Where is this car? I don't really know. I'm definitely not seeing anything right now. Like, not even a little bit. Ah, crap. Here it is. Okay. I hope that's it. Hey, there it is. We're good now. Thank you, Radio X, for being our choice of listening pleasure for the evening as we go away from the Thoroughway and we're going to go get back on the train tracks. I mean, it is the fabric of our lives, after all. So, let us maybe go... Oh, nope, not that way. Oh, boy. Okay, we're good. Man, this thing, it's got that feel to it, you know? It's got that sound. Oh, man. The amount of powerful horses that have been crushed into a nice fine liquid and injected into this thing just makes me feel good. Oh, dang, a free margarita, though? Hold on a second. With the purchase of any entree, order 2-for-1 margaritas by the glass. Not the glass, but by the glass. Oh, there's a Zoomer station right there. Well, how nice. Are we going the right way? We are not going the right way. We need to go this... Oh, cool. Home of the Las Venturas Bandits. Oh, it's actually like a full-size stadium. I thought it was going to be like a little high school spot. That is definitely like a full-service thing. Okay, so we're going to go pop right back over here. He is right at the end of your block. Oh, there's another one. There's just a... That's like... It might be the only kind of basketball hoop they're selling, actually. If I'm seeing multiple houses now with that thing, I think that's the only one that they sell. Yeah, it's the only one that's offered at this joint. Hey, you're gonna get the flag one, and you're gonna like it, or else. You don't want to know what happens to the people that don't buy it. They get to go down into the pit with the Rancor. Only one person made it out alive. Dr. Felix Wanamaker III from the Hellbender game on Windows 95, who went on to design many, many weapons that ended up being used against them by the Bion soldiers. Never a good thing. Wonderful game, by the way. If you have a computer that can run Windows 95 games on it, I highly suggest that you go out there and you buy Hellbender. One of the coolest in my eyes. One of the coolest. Like flight simulator, like cockpit shooters. Oh dang, Cult of Personality's on right now. I mean, you could definitely say that it's very much like a Descent clone because it came out like a year later. But I think it's better, actually, in my own opinion. I like the weapon selection, and it also little piece of trivia. I can't remember what her name is right now. The lady that played Agent Scully in X-Files, Gillian Anderson. Am I right? I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm really hungry right now. I got some pulled pork waiting for me in the kitchen. She definitely did the voiceover for the onboard computer for your system in that game. Super awesome. So yeah, it's a really fun game, man. Not to mention it has quite possibly one of my favorite soundtracks of all time in a game. So that's great. It really is. But here we are. I mean, we're just rolling right ahead. What in the dude? It keeps on happening. It's like they're like trying to get my attention or something. Like we're like staring over at these guys while they're driving by, on their back wheels, and like the guy's like sticking his hand out the window. Hi, Hi, this is totally a lie. You're not seeing it at all. And then, like, as soon as we look over, then he goes back down to normal. Man, is this all just dust or is it smog? Like, it definitely looks like, kind of like smog a little bit. Like the desolation of Smaug. Okay, here we go. We are going. We are getting somewhere here. Man, what in the... Gosh, is it like Mad Max out here or what? Like, everything looks so dusty. Oh, sweet. We're rolling up on that awesome sunset again. I love it. This song was always really hard for me on Guitar Hero 3. Never very good at it. I think it's just because A, the song was pretty long, which didn't help its own cause any. But it had like when it gets into like the solo part, there's so many of those segments where it's just like you're going from the orange note all the way up to the green, and then you're just kind of like going back and forth doing those little strings of notes. And I was never very good at doing that. I was like one of the only things at Guitar Hero that I wasn't good at. It was those strings of notes, and it was like the galloping triplet style ones where you got like the green, like green, red, yellow, and you got to like do those over and over and over again. I was so bad at timing those, especially the ones that like you skipped over a note. So it was like green, red, blue, and then back to red, green again. Oh, those were the worst. That's the kind of thing that kept me from being able to efficiently, complete the game on Expert. I've never beaten the game on Expert before. I've still to this day never beaten Slayer Raining Blood yet. I can't do it. It's too hard. Because there's just that one segment where you got all that crap going on and I can't keep up with it. Damn, you got 110,000 for that one? That bike was worth more than that Lamborghini. Or was that no, it's a Ferrari. I think it's a Ferrari, actually. Okay, so we now have completed list number 2. So it leaves this one right here. Which, luckily, that Super GT, you know what? That's, oh boy. Okay, so that Super GT, we can actually just go pick up one of those right now. We'll do that right before we gotta cut the episode off. I figure if we're gonna really make the most out of this episode, we're gonna do it the right way. You know? We're gonna have to go out there and at least get 3 cars done, because it looks like some of these cars we're going to be able to get in this immediate area. We're not gonna have to venture out too far. Luckily, too, the only 2 cars that we're going to have to venture outside of San Fierro to go back to that Las Venturas area to get is the Euros and the ZR350. Those are the only ones that are back in that area. Otherwise, everything else is going to be in the San Fierro general area or in Los Santos again. So at least it'll be a little bit easier to get our hands on those. Hey, what is this? I mean, hello, Land Rover. Is this a Land? No, that's a Range Rover. That's a Huntley. Wait, is that on the list? Hold on just a cotton-picking second here. It is. I'm going to take that in. It totally is on the list. All right, let's go take it in. Open the gate for me. I'm coming in. I'm Mr. Swirly from Doug. Why don't you just let the chips hit the fan, he says. Okay, you know what? We're gonna get another car in here. We're gonna do this one and we're gonna go get that Super GT. I mean, it's right there. Last time on GT. Awesome. Very, very cool. We're moving through this really well. I mean, let's just think of it this way. Imagine if we were trying to do this mission without me having gotten this map to know where I was looking for stuff. That would have been an absolute nightmare. Like, I mean, even having, like, the list and knowing, like, the exact location, like, it telling you, like, if I wouldn't have had, like, a visual map telling me exactly where those descriptive locations are at, I would have been just so screwed in the worst possible way. So, that really made this process 100% better. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Whee! Oh boy. Okay. One more car and then we'll call it good, you know. We have dealt with a lot of different conditions out here. We had broad daylight, we had like the coolest sunset I've ever seen. We like transported into Mad Max land for a minute there, and we also have like this crazy like Silent Hill nighttime fog thing going on right now. It's all pretty wacky. Yeah, oh boy. Wow, I don't know how we threaded the needle on that. I thought absolutely for sure we were going to take a hit right there. But you know what? The driving gods took pity on my soul right there. Because they didn't want to have any damage to come upon me. Did you notice that like when we're skidding, like the smoke that comes out is red? You ever notice that? It's really weird. I mean, it's not like we have like red neon under the bottom of the car that would like, you know, change the hue of that as it comes out. It's just literally red when it comes out. Who knows? Maybe that's just a natural thing that happens with Super GT cars. Oh no! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Goodbye car value. Oh. I mean, it still looks pretty good. If it landed square, I may not have lost anything out of that. No, we lost a little bit. Man, 104K. We're sitting on 1,000,000 blods right now. Oh my good gravy. Wowie kaboods. Holy Hain Brown style gravy. That is a lot of money. Like, and it's not like Carl has this all sitting in a bank account. Like, he's literally walking around, or in this case, riding around with $1,037,000, like $37,699, just sitting idly in his pocket in cash. Like, where is it going? I mean, does he have like Mary Poppins' like infinite bag of holding just chilling somewhere on his person, or what? Who knows, man? I mean, you can only roll up so many dollar bills in your sock, or, you know, stuff so much in your cargo pants. I don't even know where it's all going, but it's there. Our fat is almost gone, by the way. We need to maybe go grab a pizza. I think after this mission's over, we're going to go buy a couple pizzas with our $1,000,000+. So, when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, my friends, we have now begun the final list of car collecting, and we'll see what we can do. There's some fun ones to go get. So until then, my friends, this is AMF saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.